My name is Jojo Rodriguez. I am 14 years old and I currently fly advanced level aerobatics in a Sukhoi 29. My dad took me to a couple air shows in Fort Lauderdale, and I wanted to take airplane lessons, and finally he took me to one of the airports and I took a couple of helicopter lessons. And then I met one of his friends, Peter.
And I invited him for a flight over Miami just for sightseeing. That's where it all started. And actually he didn't like flying. Right, Jojo?
Yeah. My first lesson, I pretty much hated it. I didn't really like being in the air. It's kind of scary at first. I don't know, I just didn't like getting off the ground like that. It's a weird feeling.
I showed him some steep banks and he really didn't like that at all. Like any aerobatic maneuver, he said, no, that's it. He's not gonna learn how to fly. But then he came back and said, can we do another flight? Yes, we can.
And then I just started taking lessons with him once a week.
And now, 3 years after, that's what he's flying. Now he outgrew me, to tell the truth. Jojo could teach me now with that airplane. But that's okay. I really like that. But I feel very happy to put the seat in him. And actually, I think I gave him some advice for safety. And at his age, this is not very common that young men stick to that advice from an old guy like me. He almost made me once pass out because he was pushing up from inverted and I was not prepared that, so I grabbed the stick and stopped him because I was not aware that he's going to do that. You can do that, but it's better you know that. So I'm proud of him. The sky is his limit, actually, wherever he wants to go. He has all doors open.
I've been flying aerobatic airplanes on and off for 15 years, and probably for the past 5 years I've been very serious about it. I have an extra 300 myself, and so I got to meet Jojo and we did some flying, and one thing led to another, and I was assisting Peter in doing some of the flying. And Jojo's skill was impressive. I mean, it really was. He was coming along quite nicely. The ability of this kid is amazing, and I think if he applies himself and continues the coaching, he has the potential of being a world aerobatic champion before he's 20. So, quite honestly, I fly up to an advanced level and he kicks my butt. So I've had to enlist the help of some really top instructors to help us with him, to push him to that next unlimited level, which is where he'll be flying very shortly. So we enlisted the help of some top aerobatic champions, Sergei Boryak, world aerobatic champion, Nikolai Timofey, who's also world aerobatic champion, both Russian, and Justin Anderson, who's a U.S. national aerobatic champion. And when we got this airplane here, the Sukhoi 29, which is probably the top #1 airplane you can have if you want to be a world aerobatic champion. Now, right now he's 14, so legally he can't solo the plane, so one of us has to be in there. It's kind of a moot point because if it wasn't from a legality standpoint, I would sign him off to go fly by himself right now today. He can fly the airplane by himself, no problem. And even in an advanced aerobatic level, which there's only a very small handful of pilots in the whole world that fly aerobatics, let alone being 14. And so, you know, it's impressive stuff to watch, and it's kind of fun to be a part of it. This kid has a natural ability. There's only a few people in the world that get it, and he's one of them that's gotten it. And it's extremely strong in him. I mean, I think I was natural. Flying came pretty easy to me. I'm a flight instructor. I have 10,000 hours, and I've flown everything from a Piper Cub to corporate jets to helicopters. And I've trained a lot of people, and I've never really seen anyone just take to it so easily. And it's actually kind of fun as an instructor to watch somebody just take it and do it, and then before you know it, they're doing it better than you can do it. And even with the RC airplanes, I mean, this kid within 9 months went from taking off and landing with his trainer to being one of the top pilots, in my opinion, has the potential to be one of the top pilots in the country. So he's definitely got a gift, and he's lucky that he's able to exploit that gift. It's going to be fun to watch what he does.
The torque roll, where you pull the plane vertical, keep rolling, and once the plane loses airspeed and it keeps rolling and it starts falling backwards. So yeah, it's pretty wild. Yeah, how fast do I go? Anywhere from 250 miles an hour to 100 miles an hour falling backwards. Anywhere from positive 10 Gs to negative 6. First time I felt Gs, it was different. It's weird. You can't move your head. Your head, if you're not ready for it, your head will get stuck like this, or you can't move your arms, and it's like pressure. You can't really move. I get scared sometimes. There's times where it gets scary. There's those moments. Yeah, I get disoriented. Usually pushing negative Gs, I kind of not used to it lately, and kind of lose the plane where it is. I think it just kind of comes to me. I practice anywhere from 1 time a week to 3-4 times a week. Yeah, I've been sick a couple times. First couple lessons, I kind of got sick after a couple G turn. Yeah. No, I peaked. I've been pretty close to blackouts. Yeah, every flag, you get close. I get close sometimes. From a competition aerobatic standpoint, everything is planned, and this is one of the sequences I would normally fly. I think it's honestly the coolest thing there is. I'd like to thank my parents for helping me do this hobby, and all my instructors and coaches for getting me where I'm at now and keeping me safe.
Just another day at the office, huh?